Right, and the visuals that you see on your screen are the latest we're getting from Beijing, from the Great Hall of the People, where we can see Secretary of State Marco Rubio along with Pete Hegseth, and this, of course, follow the pageantry that we just saw. And we understand that optics here are significant because China understands perhaps better than anyone that Donald Trump places enormous value on symbolism, grandeur, and also a certain degree of personal rapport. And this was classic Chinese statecraft, warmth and pageantry in public. And even as very difficult conversations are now about to begin, where the focus would, of course, be on Taiwan, the condition in West Asia. And, of course, trade and AI will also feature prominently, Kripa.
Yes, indeed. Donald Trump now, what we saw before was a grand and carefully choreographed welcome ceremony. He arrived to that. It was also accompanied with 21-gun salute for the U.S. president from Chinese President Xi Jinping, setting the stage for what could be one of the most important meetings between the two leaders in years. We know that weeks ago, Trump even joked that he expected Xi to greet him with a big fat hug when he landed in China, while the greeting at the Great Hall of the People was more formal, as we can see, than it was personal. The scale of the welcome, it did make it clear that Beijing wanted to roll out the red carpet.
Absolutely, Kripa. And now what comes after this ceremony is where the substance actually begins. The bilateral talks expected to focus on trade tensions, technology restrictions. Taiwan is also likely to feature prominently in it. And of course, AI competition and the broader question of whether Washington and Beijing can prevent rivalry from tripping into confrontation. Of course, that would be something that all eyes would be glued to. And the atmospherics, they look cordial, but beneath the slides, of course, there is deep tension as to how the, bilateral is going to pan out, with analysts watching very carefully whether this warmth in optics translates into real warmth in tone once the talks begin as well.
As you rightly mentioned, Diksha, the atmosphere reflected the high stakes of the summit. Trump has indeed brought several powerful American business leaders along with him, alongside the government officials. He hopes to secure better access for U.S. companies to China's huge consumer market and even attract more Chinese investment into the United States. Now, China, meanwhile, is focused on stabilizing relations with Washington, especially on tariffs. Beijing knows that Trump is unlikely to completely remove trade duties, but it does want to avoid the unpredictable tariff swings that have strained relations between the two countries in recent years.
世界走到新的十字路口，中美两国能不能跨越所谓的修昔底德陷阱，开创大国关系的新范式？能不能携手应对全球挑战，为世界注入更多的稳定性？能不能着眼两国人民的福祉和人类前途命运？共同开创两国关系的美好未来。这些可以说是历史之问、世界之问、人民之问，也是我同您作为大国领导人需要共同书写的时代答卷。今年是美国独立250周年。我向你和美国人民表示祝贺。我始终认为，中美之间的共同利益大于分歧。中美各自成功是彼此的机遇，中美关系稳定是世界的利好。双方合则两利，斗则俱伤，应当做伙伴而不是对手。相互成就，共同繁荣，走出一条新时代大国正确相处之道。 我期待着同总统先生就事关两国和世界的重大问题交换意见，共同为中美关系这艘大船领好航、掌好舵，让2026年成为中美关系继往开来的历史性、标志性年份。我就先说这么多，请总统先生讲。